The future of Six Flags Great Adventure is rather interesting because of now there's no Kingda Ka. What is the future of Medusa? There's rumors that the ride might be getting removed soon. And obviously, the Project 2026. How big will the new coaster be? And what comes next? This is Theme Park Brandon, and here are my 5 burning questions for Six Flags Great Adventure. And coming up later in my video, I'm going to share with you if I think Six Flags Great Adventure will be a better park overall in 2020-30 than it was in 2024, obviously the last year for Long Live the King, Kingda Ka. So let's get right into this. I have a lot of great things to go over. First and foremost, the first one is, will we ever see an on-site hotel at Six Flags Great Adventure? And if you've never been to the park before, you kind of know, like, this area is not populated really. Like, there's not many hotels at all nearby. It's Great Adventure is right off the interstate, but unlike most parks, there's just nothing really out there. I mean, over the years, it has built up a little bit, but there's not many hotels. So I really think adding a 150-room hotel on property with its own entrance into the park makes like amazing sense for Great Adventure. And we already knew like Six Flags wanted hotels on their properties. They just didn't really have the experience as Cedar Fair does. Well, now that obviously everything's one company, I really think that the option for adding a hotel to Six Flags Great Adventure, making it more of a whole resort feel, just makes the perfect sense for the park and for the revenue for this property, because Great Adventure is a fantastic park. You have Hurricane Harbor, Great Adventure, the Safari, like it's a multi-day destination. And whenever you have something like that, you need places for people to stay. Burning question number 2 will be, are the Medusa rumors really true? Now, I've heard from multiple people that Medusa, yes, the B&M floorless coaster, will be getting removed at maybe the next year or 2. That's how soon. Which, I understand the coaster opened up in 1999. It was the world's first B&M floorless. It's a great ride. It's located way in the back of the park. Honestly, the location of the ride kind of stinks. It would be much more popular if it was closer to the majority of the park. But nonetheless, Medusa is a great ride, and I really hope the rumors are not true. But I can very well see them doing something like this, especially if they want to ever build a larger coaster that starts with a G, then it goes to an I, then a G, then ends in an A. In that area, that'd be perfect for it. But for right now, like, I think there's always some truth to rumors, usually. So I think that within the next 2 to 5 years, yes, Medusa could very well be on its way out. I hope it's not true, but I think that there is some truth to that. I don't think it's going to happen so soon, mainly due to, I got something on my arm over here, mainly due to the removed Kingda Ka and Green Lantern. Obviously, they added Flash Vertical Velocity for 2025, but they need more coasters, and they need to quit removing coasters. So hopefully, this rumor is not true. Now, the next one is, what exactly is coming in 2026? That's like the big question. And by the way, if you want this shirt, check out KeepRidingCoasters.com. It comes in hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts, kids, women's, all that good stuff. And I'll have all my other great coaster merch on there. Affordable, comfortable. I appreciate all the support. Again, check out KeepRidingCoasters.com. So, what I think Great Adventure should do in 2026 is something that I don't think is actually going to happen. I think they should build a mock striker coaster, something like Voltron over at Europa Park. Anyways, if they would build something like that over at Europa Park, at Great Adventure, that would be phenomenal, because we already know it's going to be a record-breaking launch coaster. So what does that mean? That's the biggest question. And I feel like that would be the best fit for the general public and for what the park really could benefit from having a major coaster feature, some crazy inversions, some type of record breaking. Who knows what that could be? I mean, nowadays, you could say it's the world's tallest coaster that has a red train, But something like that would do really well for Great Adventure. I would also like to see a mock Extreme Spinner. I think that would do. I mean, that probably honestly might be better than the Voltron Striker style coaster, just for marketability stance and just how good Time Traveler and Ride Happiness is. Something like that would just do really, really well and offer so many great things for Great Adventure in this area. Plus, not to mention, it's a ride that people are going to really love, and you get a different experience every single time. And I think that's a huge, huge piece to this. I definitely think 2026 is leaning towards a Mack Rides coaster. I do think there's a slight chance for Vekoma. Could it be a Vekoma tilt coaster? I hope so. Could it be something like Big Bear Mountain? That would be awesome for Great Adventure. But if I was a betting man, I would put money down on a Mack. Now, there's a lot of rumors out there, and they don't make sense to me, but that tower coaster that was on the survey, the 400-foot tall plus coaster that has the Mack trains, the Mack Extreme Spinner, is leading the rumor front as far as apparently it has a lot of traction to it, and that is that could very well be what's Great Adventure is building in 2026. If that is the case, while it'll be awesome and insane spinning on your trains, traveling that high up that spiral, I just think that's the reason why Great Adventure removed Kingda Ka was the reliability and the cost to upkeep it. Now you're going to replace that 20-year-old Intamin coaster with a Mack Rides 400-foot tall coaster that offers the extreme spinning cars. Think about all the wear and tear on those trains traveling that high as they spin at that speed. Does Six Flags and Cedar Fair, do they learn anything from what happened with Top Thrill 2 and having a manufacturer come in and take over a project that's way out of their reach? And I love Mack Rides. They're great, and obviously they're very well known in the industry, and they can do a very good job with the coaster. But their tallest coaster is like 220, 230, something like that. Maybe a little taller, but not by much. You're talking another 170 feet on top of that. Plus the whole spinning cars. That's crazy. And not to mention by capacity. You already open up a one-train shuttle coaster in 2025. Why the heck would you build a new one in 2026? Now, obviously, this coaster would have a dual loading station of some sorts, but for capacity reasons, maintenance reasons, reliability reasons, I hate this. I think it's a horrible decision if that is true. I would love to ride it, don't get me wrong, but for the park and why they removed Long Live the King, I think it's stupid. Bernie, question number 4 is, what is going to be coming next after this? Because Great Adventure cleared out a whole entire half of the park, it seems like. Superman's all alone. You have Green Lantern gone. Kingda Ka gone. Not to mention the old Rolling Thunder plot of land still there, for most of it at least. They got rid of the Sky Coaster. There's rumors that they're going to be getting rid of this giant, ugly building, as you guys can see right here, to make way for whatever's coming. The go-karts are gone. Slingshot's gone. The top spin is gone. And the parachute tower is gone. And believe it or not, but I might have missed one on that. I think whatever comes in 2026 is going to take up part of Ka's spot. Then what comes next is, I think 2028, Great Adventure will be building a new coaster in this area somewhere for their next major coaster. I think Six Flags and Cedar Fair know that Great Adventure is a must-visit park, and you're located within 90 minutes from Philadelphia, Atlantic City, New York City, and almost even Baltimore. This park should be getting so many more people through those gates each and every day, and it's not. So I really think that this is a good thing for Great Adventure, which brings me to my final question, and that is, would Great Adventure be better in 2030 than it is 2024, even 2025? Obviously, this year, yes, without having Kingda Ka and Green Lantern, but even so, and if we still had Ka, 2024, I feel like 2030, by 2030, Great Adventure will be a much better overall park. With whatever they're building in 2026, I do think they'll be getting a new coaster again in 2028, 2029 at the latest. If they had added the on-site hotel, maybe add a new flat ride or two, something else. Like, I am so intrigued and excited for the future of Great Adventure now more than I've ever been because of the direction that I think that the new Six Flags will be taking it. And I think you should be as well. I love Kingda Ka. I get it. I was mad. Pisses me off. Screw them, whatever. But in the end of the day, like, they know what they're doing for the most part when it comes to turning around properties and making them more profitable and better guest experiences. So I'm extremely thrilled by that. With that being said, those are my 5 burning questions for Six Flags Great Adventure. What are yours? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you're curious about all the different coasters at Great Adventure as far as how tall they are, then check out this video at the bottom of your screen right now, where I rank every coaster at Great Adventure based on the height. Now, I do have Green Lantern and Kingda Ka in there as well, as I made the video before they announced the removal. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments about the future of Great Adventure. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.